Hello everyone. As per the discussion in earlier lecture, today I would like to introduce one of the most important chapter from Corporate Accounting 1, that is redemption of redeemable preference shares, popularly known as RPS. Before learning accounting aspects of redemption, it is necessary for us to know how the process of redemption is working. Let us have an idea regarding redemption. What is the meaning of redemption? It is a very simple terminology. When you say redemption, it means paying back, means to return the amount to shareholders. But technically, if you want to write in your answer book, you can write redemption of RPS means returning the preference shares capital to the preference shareholders either at a fixed date or after a certain time period during the lifetime of the company, provided company must comply certain conditions. I would like to draw your attention on the words written in red color. Company can redeem its shares during its lifetime, either at a fixed date or prescribed date, or any date after certain period of time. Say for example, shares are issued for 5 years. So at the end of a fifth year, company is able to redeem these shares subject to conditions. Now check last line of the meaning, provided company must comply certain conditions. It means what? If on one fine day the company is thinking to redeem the shares, is it possible for the company to redeem preference shares? Let us check the provisions of the Companies Act. The provisions of the Companies Act 2013 deals with Section 80. In Section 80 of the Companies Act, all terms and conditions are clearly mentioned. It means if company would like to redeem preference shares to their shareholders, the company must satisfy these conditions. Condition number 1 is all about authority from its internal constitution, that is Articles of Association. For the purpose of redemption, the Articles of Association of the company must permit company to do the same thing. Condition number 2 is no such shares shall be redeemed unless they are fully paid up. It means what? It means the company cannot redeem partly paid up preference shares. Let me take an example. ABC Limited has issued equity shares of rupees 10 each, and the paid up amount per share is rupees 8. It means still the company has a right to call for 2 rupees per share. These kind of shares are known as partly paid shares. Company is not able to redeem partly paid up preference shares according to provisions of the Companies Act. But don't worry, if your shares are partly paid up, you need not to worry. First of all, make a final call, convert your partly paid shares into fully paid, and then redeem. Again, continue with the earlier example. If face value of the share is rupees 10, called up and paid up amount is rupees 8. If company would like to redeem these kind of preference shares, the company may call 2 rupees from the shareholders. So 8 plus 2, 10. Now shares are fully paid up. Now, after making a final call, company is able to redeem the preference shares. So we need to remember this provision because in our practical problem, we may encounter these kind of issue. Condition number 3 given under Section 80 of the Companies Act. If you want to redeem such shares, you are in need of money, you are in need of fund. So the question comes to the company for raising the fund. Here, two different options available to the company. Option A, either company can raise the fund from its internal sources, that is profit available to the company, which is divisible to the shareholder as a dividend. For example, general reserve, profit and loss account, credit balance, etc. You can say it is internal source to collect the fund. And second source available to the company to raise the fund is external source. It means company may issue new securities, new shares. Here it is written as fresh issue for the purpose of collection of the fund. To understand these terminologies, to understand these conditions, let us take an example. I would like to purchase a television worth rupees 40,000. It means that I am in need of rupees 40,000. Now, I can purchase this television from my past savings if I have enough amount. But if I am facing crisis of the fund, then I can borrow this 40,000 from my friends, relatives, or even finance companies. In short, I need 40,000 to purchase that television is for sure. Same way, if company would like to redeem 10 lakhs rupees to redeemable preference shareholders, company is in need of rupees 10 lakhs. Now, it is up to the position of the company that company may collect fund from internal sources, that is mentioned as A over here, or external sources mentioned as B over here. Fourth condition, if company would like to redeem the preference shares mentioned in condition number 3, option A, from internal sources like general reserve, profit and loss account, credit balance, or any other free reserve which is distributable among shareholders as a dividend. The company has to create a special account which is known as CRR, Capital Redemption Reserve Account, and amount of capital redemption reserve is equal to the nominal amount. Nominal amount is replica of face value of the shares. Clear? Condition number 5 is all about redemption of RPS with premium. Sometimes the company is thinking to redeem more than nominal value, say face value, to its shareholders. For example, face value of the share is rupees 10, but company would like to redeem these shares at 20% premium. Face value rupees 10, 20% of rupees 10 equals to 2 rupees. It means that company would like to pay 12 rupees to the redeemable preference shareholders. Now, one more technical problem available to us over here, and it is cleared under provisions of section 80. If you want to redeem your shares at a premium, there is no issue. But when you redeem your preference shares at a premium, the amount of premium is adjusted, settled, or written off. Whatever the terms you would like to use, you are free to use. Against security premium, earlier it was known as share premium, security premium account, or credit balance of profit and loss account. This is one of the most important provision that we need to follow at the time of calculation of practical problems. Number 6. In fourth provision, we have created a special account called CRR, Capital Redemption Reserve Account. Now, at the end of the redemption process, if company would like to issue fully paid up bonus shares to the shareholders from the CRR account, Companies Act 2013 allows the company to issue fully paid bonus shares to the shareholders. So, for the solution of any problem of redeemable preference shares redemption, it is necessary for us to keep all 6 provisions in mind. We need to solve all the practical problems using all 6 provisions. This particular topic is not simply a topic of accounting that will be dealing with only mathematical ideas. Calculations, journal entries, preparation of the balance sheets remain same as you all have prepared in 11th standard, 12th standard, and FYBCom SEM 1 and 2. Apart from regular calculations, or you can say before calculation and preparation of the journal entries, it is necessary for us to follow all these 6 provisions. I hope all of you are clear with this. Thank you.